All right, Lakers Nation. If there was any doubt about the front office's number one priority this offseason, General Manager Rob Pelinka just made it crystal clear. Pelinka, we will turn over every stone to find a center. Speaking to reporters, Rob Pelinka has promised that his staff will turn over every stone to find a center as the team heads into free agency and the trade market. This isn't a new problem. The Lakers have been actively trying to fill this void. The failed Mark Williams trade. The team previously attempted to bring in a center by adding Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets last February. However, as reported by Greg Beacham of the Associated Press, that deal was rescinded after a failed physical. Williams is off the market. To rub a little salt in the wound, Shams Charania of ESPN reported on Wednesday that Williams has now been, hypothetically, traded to the Phoenix Suns. Why the desperate need? The reason for this gaping hole is, of course, the blockbuster trade that brought superstar Luka Doncic to Los Angeles from the Dallas Mavericks. That deal sent star big man Anthony Davis to Dallas, creating a front-court vacancy that the team has yet to solve. The consequences of this were painfully obvious in the playoffs. The Minnesota series. During their first-round loss to the Timberwolves, the Lakers were often forced to play small ball. In the series-ending Game 5 loss, 6 feet 7 inches forward Dorian Finney-Smith was in the starting lineup at center. Gobert's dominance. This led to Wolves center Rudy Gobert absolutely dominating the glass, racking up 24 rebounds. Minnesota out-rebounded Los Angeles 54-37 in that decisive game. Trade or free agency? The big question. Shams Charania, speaking on Thursday's edition of Get Up, highlighted this as the key question for the Lakers. It's clear their biggest need is the center position. Rob Pelinka has talked about it ad nauseum, saying they need to find that. Charania said, now, is that going to be in the draft? Is that going to be in free agency? 1,000% that is the question. Who are the potential targets? The Lakers have options, but each comes with significant hurdles. Walker Kessler. Utah Jazz, according to Andy Larson of the Salt Lake Tribune, on the Locked on Jazz podcast, the Lakers have made a serious push for the Jazz center. I think there was an offer put forth for Walker Kessler, Larson said. Certainly, the Lakers have shown significant interest since the trade deadline, and certainly will continue to now. Him being their center of the future, giving up multiple picks to get there, is on the table right now. I don't know if the Jazz will take it. They certainly haven't so far. Daniel Gafford, Dallas Mavericks, a logical fit due to his prior chemistry with Luka Doncic. However, Dan Woik of The Athletic threw cold water on this idea on Tuesday. The early offseason chatter for the Lakers was that Dallas' Daniel Gafford and Brooklyn's Nic Claxton were the two players who made the most sense. Woik wrote, there's still plenty of skepticism around the league about the Mavericks making another trade with the Lakers after the open fan revolt following the Doncic trade. Nic Claxton, Brooklyn, that's another name in the mix, but Woik also expressed caution here. Claxton isn't considered a slam dunk fit, and if he costs you your best trade package, is he worth the risk? The bottom line, the conclusion is simple. The Lakers cannot enter the 2025-26 season with their current situation at center. It clearly cost them the playoffs, and they must do whatever it takes to resolve the issue if they hope to build a true championship contender around LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Questions for the fans. Of the names mentioned, Kessler, Gafford, Claxton, who do you think is the most realistic and best fit? What would be a fair trade package for Walker Kessler, considering the Jazz have already said no to at least one offer? Should the Lakers avoid trading with Dallas again? Or is getting a player Luka is comfortable with worth navigating the complicated relationship? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.